Will a cheat day make you fat? Sometimes. A lot of people are afraid that if I work my ass off and exercise and diet all week and then one day I eat a lot, I'll get fat and lose all of the gains or, weight loss that I made over the week. And the thing is, it really depends upon how you approach your diet and how you approach your cheat day. I am a very big fan of cheat days because the fact of the matter is most of the things that people call burnout, overtraining, whatever, stuck in a rut, can't lose any more fat, can't gain any more muscle, has a lot to do with your mental burnout, okay? And cheat days are one of the best ways to have a controlled, relaxing day to keep you from mentally burning out. They are not necessary, okay? I went on what I call the anaerobics diet almost exactly 1 year ago. I lost 30 pounds of fat in 4 months, and I didn't have a single cheat day, okay? Until towards the end, I would have like a cheat meal. But even then, my cheat meal is just like some mashed potatoes or some pancakes with breakfast once a week. So, I was eating a very balanced diet and slowly but surely, steadily losing the weight. Now, the thing is this, if you go overboard on a cheat day, it's probably because something's wrong with your diet. A couple weeks ago, I went back on the steak and eggs diet. It's a cyclic ketogenic diet, no carbs during the week, 1 day a week you eat carbs. And I went 2 weeks with no cheat day, okay, instead of 1 week, right? Went 2 weeks with no carbs, and then when I did eat carbs, I was starving and I gained 11 pounds in 1 day, okay? I stepped on the scale on Saturday, and when I stepped on the scale on Sunday, the day after my cheat day, I was 11 pounds more, and it took me almost the entire week to lose that weight. Now, you're thinking to yourself that that's the case of why you should not go on a cheat day, but the fact of the matter is I just wasn't eating enough during the week, okay? I was not eating enough during the week, my calories were too low, so I was starving, and I went into the cheat day, I just ate everything. I really ate myself sick on Saturday, okay? So the thing is this, if you are gaining massive amounts of weight in your cheat day, something's wrong, probably with your diet. You should up your calories. Since then, I've increased my calories, and I am still at a deficiency, okay? I'm still eating less than I'm burning, I'm still losing fat, but I'm not having any problems with like low energy or, my muscles not recovering. I'm feeling great, okay? And I'll give you an example of that. Today's Tuesday, Saturday was my second cheat day, okay? I woke up on Saturday morning, and I actually posted this in Instagram and Twitter, a picture of me saying saying goodbye to my abs until after cheat day. And Sunday morning I woke up and I still had abs, okay? I gained maybe a couple pounds of water weight, but I still had my abs. And today's Tuesday, I'm not saying that I'm actually ripped to shreds, but I sure didn't lose any gains. I didn't gain any fat from that one cheat day. And like I said, first of all, if you're on a ketogenic diet, eating no carbs, you lose a lot of water weight. So if you have a cheat day, you gain a lot of water weight. That's how I gained 10 pounds or 11 pounds in 1 day. Another thing is, like I said, since last week I ate more calories, my last cheat day on Saturday was not that extreme. And it was basically just a mental thing for me, okay? In the morning, my girlfriend and I, we sat on the front porch, and we drank some coffee. I put sugar in my coffee, not just coffee with half and half, okay? I put some sugar, I put some flavored creamer in there. We had bagels with cream cheese and butter, okay? And I had like 3 or 4 bagels, that was it. Like halves, like 1.5 to 2 actual bagels, okay? And that was it for breakfast. And she's like, don't you want more? And I'm like, no, I was good, because I basically just wanted to sit with my girlfriend and eat bagels like a normal person, and just watch the sun come up or whatever on Saturday morning. That was it, okay? At lunch, I had pizza with my girlfriend. Her dad was here, and she basically bought a whole pizza for me because when I was going these 2 weeks with no carbohydrates, I got the awesome experience of watching her and her daughter eat a pizza in front of me, and I of course couldn't. So she's like, and I told myself, I'm like, I'm gonna have a pizza. And she's like, I felt bad because your last cheat day we didn't eat pizza, so here. And she bought an entire pizza for me. And I still didn't eat all of it. I ate most of it, but I would have been happy if I only had like 2 or 3 slices of pizza, okay? And at night, basically, all I really ate was like some popcorn. We sat in bed and ate some popcorn and watched some television, or watched a movie on TV, and that was it, okay? Because like I said, I hadn't been starving myself. Basically, you know, the idea is just to eat like a normal person is the only reason that I really want this, you know? If I go out with my girlfriend on a cheat day and we have dinner, I could eat a potato with my steak, or I could eat some pasta instead of, you know, eating meat. And that's basically all I really want, because right now I am not hungry, I feel great, I feel fine, I'm eating enough calories. So like I said, if your calories are high enough, if your diet's balanced enough, even ketogenic with no carbs is balanced, quote, enough, you're not really going to go overboard on your cheat day. And like I said, if you do go ahead and gain a whole lot of weight on your cheat day, it's basically going to be water weight, especially if you're going low carb and then you carb up on your cheat day. Now, I really do suggest you do a cheat day every once in a while. Like I said, I was driven a year ago to get really ripped, and I did, okay? And I went 4 months with practically no cheat days. But like I said, it was a different kind of diet. It was not a cyclic or a ketogenic diet at all, much less a cyclic ketogenic diet. You know, on this diet I'm on right now, you're supposed to have either a meal of carbohydrates twice a week or a cheat day of carbohydrates once a week. Okay, it's actually part of the diet to recarb. And I remember my girlfriend went on this for the first time a few months ago with me, and she had the same mentality. She was like, listen, you know, I'm like, you're not eating really any carbs here, what's up? She's like, well, I lost so much weight, I didn't want to gain it back. So she skipped the cheat day, and it destroyed her the whole week. The whole week she's like, I can't believe I skipped that cheat day. Oh man, I feel so bad. I really wish I hadn't done that. You know, but she had to tough it out for the rest of the week until the next cheat day came up. So that's basically what I'm saying is, you know, like I said, it's really a mental thing. If you're go way the hell overboard on your, you know, on your cheat day, unless you have something like mental about food, you have like a mental dependency upon food, which is something else you have to work on. You know, it's basically just that you've been starving all week and you need to really up your calories like during the week so you don't go overboard on the weekend. Other than that, a cheat day is really not going to hurt you. It's going to help your mind, and if it's a cyclic ketogenic diet, it's going to help your body because it's actually part of the diet building. So don't be afraid of a cheat day.